These 12 horrifying hyena encounters will remind you how brutal these terrifying predators really are. Number 12. The clip begins by showing us a recording of an elderly man walking his dog along a fairly busy road in India. At first, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary, but a few moments later, this happens. The people nearby immediately run away from the attack, trying to save themselves and get to a safer place. One man out of the scared crowd swallows his fears and attempts to help the poor man being attacked by the predator. Like many predators, hyenas tend to attack children, women, and frail men, although they may occasionally attack healthy males. After getting beaten with a stick several times, the predator eventually gives up and leaves. Number 11. This next encounter shows a man recording himself being surrounded by large, fully grown hyenas. The man appears to have no fear whatsoever towards the terrifying predators surrounding and sniffing him. Despite this, though, it's best that he remains cautious, as these predators can easily break bones with just one bite. Of the two species, the spotted hyena is the more aggressive, predatory, larger, and more dangerous than its striped cousin. The hyenas featured in the video are definitely wild ones, which makes things worse if one of them decides to attack. The clip ends abruptly, and what happened to the man and the predators is unknown. Number 10. This next clip is from a travel channel called Fearless and Far, which showcases him interacting and feeding a large hyena. In the video, he can be seen interacting with the large hyena while the guide tries his best to keep everything under control.
The feeding.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's not a...
The guide seems to know what he's doing, as the encounter remains relatively smooth, all things considered. Just to show how well the guide trained his hyena, he ordered it to do something very risky that got the experienced host nervous.
Yes? Oh, hey! Okay? Okay!
I can hear it breathing in my ear.
All is well, though, with the hyena obediently and gently taking the food out of the guide's and the host's hands without harming them.
Decides to raise the stakes.
Even though it was trained, they still remained cautious of the animal, which was smart. Number 9. In the beginning of this next encounter, a small clan of hyenas can be seen being recorded by a man inside his truck. The small family can be seen walking around and trying to pass time in the savannah. At first, nothing really calls for any alarm, but seconds later, the clan starts moving closer and closer towards the man's truck. The man, now understandably concerned, can be heard locking his doors, trying to prevent anything from going wrong. Aside from being extremely terrifying predators, hyenas are also very curious animals and will often do clever things, such as this. Thankfully, the man has his doors locked, or things could have gone bad very fast. Number 8. A large, spotted hyena can be seen sneaking around a campsite while being recorded by the campers inside. At first, the campers let the predator sniff around, hoping that it will leave on its own once it realizes there is nothing to scavenge. The animal takes its time, though, as it does not leave and even continues sniffing around for something it might manage to snatch. The campers, now sick of the predator trying to loot their campsite, begin trying to scare the animal away, but to no avail. The predator refuses to back down, and even gets into an intense stare-down with them, until one of them does this. The hyena quickly runs away, giving the campers a huge sigh of relief. Number 7. A brave local man can be seen feeding multiple large hyenas without the slightest trace of fear in the man's eyes. He stands among the predators with such confidence that the hyenas fail to realize the strength difference between him and them. Despite being known as ruthless predators, hyenas are really nervous animals, typical of most animals in the wild. Not only does the man feed the predators by using a stick he is holding, but he also even has the courage to do this. The tourist, unable to resist the experience, even tries his hand feeding the animals, but with much less confidence. Thanks to the locals' experience, they were able to witness such a feeding safely. Number 6. A man records a clan of hyenas walking around and hanging out around their very open jeep.
Go to 6, they all look similar. Male and female. This is another coming.
Everybody in the encounter is surprisingly calm, considering the fact that one wrong move could quickly make things bad. Despite this, one of the tourists still lets one of the predators get close and even sniff his shoe, unafraid that it could bite.
Mother, this one. Big one. She might well be the matriarch. This one here? Yes, you can just see it. Look at it.
Although hyenas don't normally prey on humans, it is still best to keep your distance, as there is no telling what a wild animal will do.
I don't know what to say. To get hyena so close and around, you'll be attentive. And it's just because...
Luckily for them, though, the predators don't seem to mind their presence, leaving them alone. Number 5. A large, spotted hyena can be seen jumping on a car door, trying to investigate the tourists inside who are recording it. The predator may look cute in the video, but make no mistake, their jaws can generate up to 1100 psi of bite force. Knowing this, things get a lot more terrifying, as one bite from this dangerous predator could mean losing your hands. It seems like the people recording know this, though, as we never see them naively sticking their hands out to pet the animal. Unfortunately for the hyena, the humans in the encounter are smart, denying the animal a snack. Number 4. This next encounter is very different from the last one, as the tourists here are not as smart as in the previous one. The tourists in the video are not afraid to stick out their arms in order to get some sweet footage of the hyenas close to them. The man in front of the Jeep can be seen sticking his arms out trying to get a good video, which raises the predator's interest. Now, with the predator's jaws very close to his hands, getting back inside is no longer an option. Despite this, he musters up the courage to slowly retract his hand, scaring the animals, making them back off. Wild animals are very unpredictable, so it's always best to observe them from a distance. Number 3. A hyena can be seen being recorded in the middle of the night, being illuminated by a bright red light. The footage is straight out of a terrifying wilderness horror, with the red light intensifying the already scary encounter. The people in the Jeep try their best to remain calm, though, as showing any fear towards the animals could activate its predatory instincts. Hyenas are generally nocturnal, which means that they are more active at night than in the day. The footage cuts early, though, not giving any conclusion as to what happened next. Number 2. This terrifying encounter begins with a man recording 2 hyenas blocking the road, making him unable to continue driving. They don't stay for long, though, as they slowly but surely make their way over to the driver's side of the man's car. The man quickly closes his windows to avoid getting in trouble with the large and dangerous predators looking around his car. The video ends shortly after, with one of the hyenas running away and the driver safe. Number 1. This next encounter starts off with a tourist recording a hyena walking past his or her Jeep, when all of a sudden it does this. Now, with the animal very close to the Jeep, the seriousness of the situation quickly rises, as these predators are very unpredictable. The animal sniffs around a couple of seconds, but ultimately leaves after a while. Thanks for watching until the end. Check out these other videos that are sure to give you the chills. I'll see you there.